Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here, and today's video is going to be my review on Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Yep. I'm going to sum this up as quickly as possible. I don't know why I have such a hard time stop fucking barking, describing what the book is about. But anyway, in this galaxy, in this scientific world, there is this thing called the current, which is like the main power source. The people are given gifts because of that current. Like, some of them can't feel pain, others can see the future, others can control the electricity. Like, everyone has a different current gift. And we're mainly focusing on the planet Thuvhe, where you have Thuvahist and you have Shatets, and they are like against each other completely and totally. They do not like each other. But Akos and Asia are taken to the Shatet nation, and they are there for quite a few years. Now, that's like all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about it, because it's a lot of stuff and it's just complicated, okay? I feel like it's very complicated to just like sum it up. Now, I gave this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I will first talk about the claim, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching this haven't read the book because of the racial claim that person has written an article about, and why everyone and their mothers are not reading the book because they're listening to what that person said. Now, if you've read it and you felt that claim was valid, well, good for you. If you're going to disagree with what I say, bye. Because I'm sorry, I think it's ridiculous, the claim. I do not understand why it's become this thing that everyone is just like, oh my god, it's so bad. I was literally talking to someone on someone's comments, and I wrote, my comment. They were like complaining to me about my reasonings, and then I asked her if she even read the book, and she never commented back. Because I'm pretty sure she hadn't read the book. But, they're fighting it like if they had. Anyway, what time is it? I don't even know. The claim is irrelevant because of the fact that there are multiple times in the story, and by multiple times I don't mean a whole lot, because the race and color of the people are not mentioned that often. But first off, Sira, who is the main girl, is dark-skinned herself, yes, and she is part of the Savage Nation, but she is not a horrible person. I actually really love her. I thought she was badass, and like, yeah, she's done bad things, but like, she has such a good heart. She really does. And then you have her brother, Ryzek, or whatever the fuck his name is, who is pale in comparison. And there, I think, is two actual instances where Sira is talking about how brothers and sisters, or siblings in general, in her nation of Shatet, they don't always look alike, because obviously she's dark-skinned, her brother is light-skinned. She talks about how they don't always look alike because there is so much mixture of races in their nation. So how is that, right there, just that alone, how is that saying that all of the Shatets are dark-skinned and all of them are savages? No, you have a piece of shit named Ryzek, who's an asshole, and the people that follow him who are assholes. But the whole nation as a whole are not savages. They train their young to defend themselves because of something that you'll find out reading the book, so you have to read it. But that alone, also, the Thuvahist, whatever you call them, they are also not just pale. They are light, and they are pale, and they are slightly darker. But the thing is, they are not going to be super dark because they live in like an iceberg place, okay? It is totally, completely filled with ice. They don't get a lot of sunlight, and they don't spend a lot of time outdoors in the sun. They're constantly covered in warm, ginormous clothing. They're going to be lighter. Regardless of whatever color they are, they would be a lighter version of that color because they can never be exposed to the sun. It's too cold. Even Akos himself. Akos is pale. His brother is a light brown. Like, this story, from the few times the color of someone is mentioned, it's diverse people. My real issue with this book, since the racial thing was not an actual issue, was the fact that the world was super underdeveloped. I could never imagine the scenes in the world. I couldn't imagine the planets. Like, there were times where, like, yes, I could see it, and then there was other times where I was just, like, focusing more on the interactions with the characters, and like mentally in my head I could see the characters and them talking, but not whatever was going on around them. I felt that the settings, the world building was like lackluster. It definitely needed a lot of work. And then there was also this thing with time where it will mention like something happened with Akos, for example, and he was taken here. You don't know how much time actually passed until a couple of chapters later, where it would be like, oh, it's been like 2 weeks. And I'm here like, really? Like, nothing's happened in those 2 weeks. The thing is I don't mind time jumps. I mind the fact that you cannot tell there was a time jump. So map wise, in my head, everything was just completely totally out of whack. It seriously was. I couldn't imagine like the time jumps. Everything was just too seamless. It never felt like time passed. But you're saying time passed, so that's why I'm saying it was confusing. Other than those two things, I actually really did enjoy the book. It is a much slower book, but I liked that it was like slow burning in the sense where it was really building something up. I liked not just that, but also it was not like predictable, but nothing was necessarily surprising. And there was just certain things that happened that I was like, that's not a surprise. But other than that, it was a very, very, very enjoyable read. It was like one of those things that just kind of sucked me in. I could not stop. I did enjoy the characters a lot. I liked the interactions of the characters a lot. I really did enjoy just like the idea of the current gifts. And I loved the idea that there were some people in the world that were fate favored. And what that means is they have a fate and they don't know what fate it's going to be, because you know, there's multiple futures ahead of these oracles. Like, they can see multiple futures. And what the fate favored have is that in every single future, they have a fate. They have something. So they don't know which one it could possibly be, but they know you're a fate favored. You have a fate. When we see it, you will, you know, have a fate. And I thought that was just very interesting. I really did like the current gifts. I thought they made perfect sense. I really enjoyed it. It's just one of those things where that's their power source, and it's kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a radiation thing, and that radiation seeped into those people, and instead of killing them, it just gave them powers. Like, can I sign up for that, please? I would like a power. That would be awesome. Other than that, though, I really don't feel like there's a lot to say about the book. The characters were really well developed. I love the progress of the characters. I loved, like, the fact that, first off, romance is not a big thing in this book. It took a very long time for the first kiss to happen between characters. I think it was, like, page 240. I wrote that down in my notes. It was just, like, I was rooting for that to happen. So I was really excited when it did, that it wasn't, like, the first thing, like, no, they had to get to know each other and like things happen, and it's just so good. I love Akos. Akos is like my favorite character. He really is. Syrah is such a badass female. Like, shit, she's awesome as fuck. Like, she really is. Akos has like, it's so funny though, because Akos is more like on the emotional side, and he's just so so beautiful in my mind. He's so beautiful. I really, really love Akos. Just like, I seriously love Akos. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. Comment down below if you feel I am wrong about the racial thing, because I'm sorry, I don't see the problem. What did you like or dislike about the book aside from the racial thing, if you didn't see it or whatever? Comment down below, let me know, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.